Ed to Oscar, cleaning his tank. He's a little agitated right now, watching himself on the bottom of the tank doing circles, loopy loops. Just got all the waste from the bottom there, siphoned it out. About to put some of his plants back in. I'm not putting rocks in no more. It's just so hard to clean and then scoop out. So I'll have to figure out a bottom for him. Ed's about 5 years old. He's had tank mates, but he's killed one, almost killed another one. And then I didn't even try to put the other fish in there. I used to have 3 Oscars, Ed, and Eddie. One albino one that was in a 55 gallon, and then I had these 2 together, and he killed the other Ed. And then I got rid of the other Ed albino one because multiple tanks were just too much work, especially when you have like a family and multiple kids and you got to go do work and all kinds of stuff. So I just kept Ed all these years, you know, from like a 55, and then I got him about the size of a 50-cent piece 5 years ago, April 2015, 2 months before my daughter was born. He's 5 years old. I'd say he's about between the 16 and 17 and a half inches. Last time I measured him was 2017. There's a video on my YouTube here, but he was like 14, 15 inches in 2017. I almost lost him when I got him out and measured him and everything because he spazzed out and hurt himself. And then he stayed on the bottom of the tank for like a week. I thought I was going to lose him. So I don't get him out to measure him no more because he's a very violent fish. He's been roughly eating anything from shrimp, frozen shrimp, crabs, crayfish. When he was younger, yeah, I cheated and I gave him fish. I don't give him fish no more. Typically worms, insects, a lot of frozen seafood, crabs, green beans, grapes, bananas. But for some reason, since he's 5 years old, he don't even like shrimp no more. All he's typically eating is a lot of worms, insects, which that's about right because Oscars are insectivores. They only really eat other fish when they can't find the other food in the wild. And crustaceans, shellfish, shrimp, crayfish, crabs. I spoil them like once a month with a $4.99 one crab from the pet store. Those crabs that are like $4.99, I love them. During the summertime, I get him some crayfish. I do not go to the creek because crayfish in the creeks have very high mercury in them. Well, at least in our rivers, all the fish and stuff have high mercury. So you gotta watch what you feed them live. What else does people want to know? I built a stand out of 2 end tables reinforced by 2x4s and some other boards, 150 gallon. He needs bigger, but I don't have the money to get a 180, 200. But he's doing good. About to put his plants back in. That's what he's been missing. He's been staying right there in that corner. He's been staying there since I've been cleaning. He gets an attitude. I bought this tank off of Let Go for $100, and then I didn't have a truck to go get it, so I paid somebody nearby $50 to go get it for me. So altogether, I probably spent about $200 on this 150 gallon because I had to buy the extra wood And some I bought extra silicone to redo it. Because you never know when you buy it used. You don't know how really good it is, you know. It's like buying a used car. He's been missing his plants, I think. I took a big white piece of paper in the back and spray painted it black, and some of it came out gray splotches, but I thought it would look cool if I can get my phone to work. Like a rusted black backing. But yeah, that's it. He's about the size of a 50-cent piece. April 2015. Maybe a little bigger than a 50-cent piece, but he was like that. And now he's that big. 5 years later. Good frozen shrimp, a lot of worms and insects, and crustaceans is what they love. People that do feed pellets, when they get big enough, you might have to up your pellets where they're a little bigger. You might not still use the smaller pellets because then it would take you more to throw in there for them to eat. So, and they make really, really good insectivores pellets. You know, these fish ain't carnivores. They ain't even a violent fish, but some of them are. Some of them come off hot-headed. They're insectivores. Really, really, really big personalities. This one actually taught himself how to spit water like an archer fish, where he comes up and just gets the cats wet. I only have one video of that because, of course, when it happens, you got to catch it before it happens. And I was filming at that moment when he tried to do it. I'd say it's about a week or 2 weeks video ago. Ed was spitting water. I don't know what else. His bite does hurt, and it does make marks, and it does cut you open. I have a boat for him. I let it float around. There's a weird head right there, look. What are you doing there? Let me touch him. Ooh, sometimes he tries to bite me. Ed the Oscar.